Yes, exactly what I was talking about when I said that the government was not being truthful about the number of students that were actually kidnapped. Remember that the report that came in was that over 500 students were kidnapped, but of course, the state government said it was about 333 students that were kidnapped. And on Friday, well, these students were actually freed. Over 344 students were freed. And remember that state government said it was 333 and federal government said it was only 10 students. How come about 344 were released? Well, that is not the bone of contention here. The report we have here, right here for you, is that about 80 freshly kidnapped students, 4 others rescued in same Katsina state. Well, it's been a bragging time for the government, because they have negotiated with terrorists, well, telling the nation that they never used any ransom to free the students. But of course, we know how this government is, and we cannot argue with them. But of course, we all know it is what it is. But well, we thank God that the students have been kidnapped, have been actually rescued. Sorry about that. And and also we also thank God also that about 80 students has also been freed. But where did these 80 students really come from? Well, that is what we're about to find out and give you a report on. Yes, more details will come to you, but please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell, because that is the best way you get notified anytime we drop a new video. Yes, without wasting much of your time, my friends, let us get into the details of this report. How 80 students were kidnapped and also freed in same Castina after the freedom of about 344 boys in Kankara in Castina State. The 80 student of Islamia, student of Hizburahim Islamia Mahutu village, Dandume local government area of Katsina State, reported to have been accosted by bandits and kidnapped on Saturday, have been rescued. The students were said to be on their way to Mahuta village from a Maulud occasion celebrated at Unguwan Al-Qasim village, Dandume, when they were accosted by the bandits, who already had 4 persons in their possession. According to the spokesperson of Katsina State Police Command, Gambo Issa, in a statement on Sunday, the police responded to a distress call received by the divisional police officer of Dandume at about 10 p.m. on the development. The bandits, who already had 4 kidnapped persons with them, were also said to have rustled 12 cows from the Dabuari village, Funtua local government area, and were trying to escape into the forest. On receipt of the report, the DPO led Operation Puff Adder, Sharandaji, and a vigilante group to the area and engaged the bandits in a fierce gun duel. Izai said the team succeeded in dislodging the bandits, rescued all the 84 kidnapped victims, and recovered all the rustled cows. He said search parties are still combing the area with a view of arresting the injured bandits and or recovery of their dead bodies. Well, we don't know how truthful this is, because obviously it seems the government is trying to play smart just to make it look like they are taking over the insecurity and banditry issues in the country. But how about those that are still in the den of these kidnappers and bandits on a daily basis? Those road users and also commercial bus drivers and all of that, those using commercial buses to travel, they keep kidnapping the passengers every day. And up to this moment, we have still not even gotten reports of their freedom. Like what some people said, that the Kankara schoolboys was a staged kidnap, and we cannot deny the fact if it was staged or not, because the way things are going in this country, this administration rather is actually trying to give the impression that they are fighting banditry and kidnapping. That is why about over 500 students were kidnapped and later freed after about 1 week. And now we hear again that about 80 students of Islamaya, Islamic school, were also kidnapped and freed in less than 24 hours. So they're trying to give us the impression that they are fighting kidnapping and banditry in the country. But what about other parts of the country? Because we hear a lot of reports. How can they correct the rice farmers that were killed, the rice farmers that were, that their throats were slit? How can we correct that? And a lot of other villages that Boko Haram has taken over. What has the government done? Are they still in charge of those villages? Because some of our young girls are already became mothers at their young age of about 12 years old. They are already mothers because of this banditry that is going on in the north. And this has actually, what that could mean? That has caused a lot of increase and poverty in those areas. And there are still a lot of villages that have been taken over by this banditry. And the government is not saying anything about it. It's just because the numbers are huge, and they just want to give the impression that they are working things out to ensure that bandits were are eradicated. What reports did they give about the number of bandits that were killed while the students were rescued? We never got enough details. All we were told was that 344 boys have been freed. Like when the US Army came into Nigeria, remember that they said about five Boko Haram members were killed while they were trying to, take one citizen that is an American from Niger. Yes. And they said about five Boko Haram members were killed. But when 344 boys were released, how many of them did we hear that died in that battle? Was it that they just went into the bush and brought out the boys? Because they also denied paying any ransom to these guys. So perhaps they have an understanding with these guys. That is why people keep saying that this is totally staged. And we cannot overemphasize it that this government is negotiating with kidnappers, and it will not stop. It is not a solution to any problem. It is not. Well, guys, you've heard it all. Thank you so much for listening. What do you have to say about this? Please drop it in the comment section, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.